Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Jade and this is Keeping Up with the Kennys. On this channel we discuss a little bit about personal finance, personal growth and development, and my husband and I's debt-free journey. If any of those things sound like something you would enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. But in this video, we are going to talk about the power of why. Finding your why, choosing your why, and following your why. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so there are 3 big questions you can ask yourself that will let you in on what your why is. And those 3 questions are, number 1, what are your thoughts? So what do you spend your time thinking about? What are you dreaming about? What would make you happier than anything in this entire world? Do you spend your time thinking about your family? Do you spend your time thinking about vacations? Do you spend your time thinking about your dream home? These all are really good indicators of what is your why. So that is the very first question you should ask yourself. Number 2, how are you spending your money? So go back on your bank statements for the last little while and kind of look into what are you spending your money on? And then ask yourself, is this who I think that I am? You know, are you spending your money solely on yourself and being selfish, but you feel like you're a giving person? Then your finances aren't matching up with who you believe that you are. And maybe that readjusts your life to fit your why. Maybe your why is being able to give generously to those around you. Give to any charity that you want. Be able to help that single mom when you're at the grocery store and you can see that she's having to put stuff back in her cart. You know, your why could be something as simple as that. It could be something, you know, more about yourself and that you want to be able to travel, but you're not spending your money on travel, you're spending it on clothing. And now you have no money to do what you're wanting. So figuring out where your money is going can give you a ton of insight into yourself and help you really look at who you are right now, but who you want to be. And that person that you want to be is part of your why. Number 3 is, what are you spending time doing? So do you feel like you're a family man, but yet you're spending all of your time not with your family? Do you feel like you love volunteering, but you spend no time volunteering? Then those all might also contribute to your why. It's again a little bit of analysis of yourself. Where you're at right now doesn't mean that that's where you are forever. So right now, maybe work is super important because you have your why in mind, and you know that in order to be able to spend more time with the people that you love in 5 years, it means putting in a ton of work right now to get yourself ahead financially, get out of debt, get your finances in order, figure out your retirement plan, play catch up a little bit on that retirement plan. Figuring out where you want to spend your time now and in the future are also huge components of your why. If you're not noticing, these all kind of have to do with your character. So figuring out your character traits about yourself and where you want to be are really, really important for your financial journey. So you're going to spend a lot of time delving into yourself, and you're going to spend a ton of time just getting to know what you want out of this life, because your why needs to be huge, because there are going to be really big bumps in this road, and you want it to be something that you can just keep your eye on and you can keep going towards it, because there are going to be times where you're going to want to stop. But your why has to be big enough and powerful enough and wonderful enough that you don't care that you can't buy that shirt at Target today, because your why is bigger, and you know that in 5, 10, 15 years, that shirt doesn't matter, but where you are at that point in time will. Maybe you'll be on a beach in Fiji. Maybe you'll be scuba diving all over the place with Matt and I. But all of these things are stuff that you really need to consider when it comes to figuring out why you need to do your financial journey and why it all matters. You need to have a deep emotional connection with your why. For us, personally, it was my diagnosis. So for those of you who don't know me personally and haven't been around me ever, I have multiple sclerosis. So it is a disease where pretty much my body attacks my brain and spinal cord. And it was terrifying when I was very first diagnosed, but it was also something that over the past 2 years, I've come to realize that who knows what tomorrow brings, and that's a little bit more real for me maybe than for you. However, you don't know either. So why not start setting yourself up for success? So ours came by me not knowing if retirement age Jade will be the same as 25-year-old Jade. So right now, my disease process, pretty benign. I caught it really early. I listened to my body, so I got tested and we figured it out really quickly. And I got on medication. The medication's been working for me. However, who knows in 25, 30 years what it will look like. MS affects people in all kinds of different ways and can affect your ability to walk and move. So I want to enjoy life to its fullest, and I want to be able to see as much as I can of this world in the time that I have being able to. So we are setting ourselves up to be able to retire as early as possible, because retirement is not an age, it is a number of money. So finding your why takes a little bit of insight from you. All right, so I hope that these 3 questions help you figure out your why. I hope that you can leave this feeling a little bit more like you can gain some direction, and that you'll be able to start really delving into your life and living with purpose, because this life will keep on going whether you know where you're going or not. So when you figure out where you want to go, it makes life a little bit simpler. So hopefully you guys will tune in next week and we'll continue on these talks together of personal finance, personal development. They both go quite closely together. So I hope to see you guys then. Have a good week. Bye.